Hey there, happy Friday and welcome to Funfold Friday. This is one of my favorite projects. I love fun folds. I love the surprise on their faces when they open up my cards. And so here we go again, another episode. We are going to be using the Sunrise Sailing set. I didn't think I needed this, but oh boy, once I saw all the cute things everybody was making, I had to have it. So it came yesterday, and so I created this fun card for you. So why don't we go ahead and get started? I'll set this aside and I'll show you all the goodies later. Now, our fun fold, we are going to start with an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, and then I've cut it in half, 4 1/4 by 11. Now we're going to score it at 5.5, and remember, keep that cutting blade out of the way. So there you go. So, and I will fold it like so. There you go, it's folded over. And again, you always want to be using your bone folder because it gives you that nice crisp fold. Now, the key thing to this, and I always have to kind of look at my sample, is because what we're going to do is we are scoring from this fold here. Let's make sure I'm in the photo. From this fold here to that point there, okay? I'm going to need my glasses for this one because I want to make sure that I can get it lined up in this little runner air place, excuse me. So there I've got it done, and then you're just going to go up and down like so. So I've got, do you see that right there? Okay, trimmer can go to the side. Okay, so we folded it over like this. Now what we're going to do is flip it over, and then we're going to fold into that score. There we go. So this is what we'll have. It'll be just like that, a little triangular thing there. Now we're going to layer for our photo. Pop it down. Now, this blue piece here is from the Kintsugi paper. I love it, and it really reminds me of nautical, maybe the wind and everything, and so it is a sailing one. Now, I want to layer it on gold, and you know gold paper is expensive. So I always let you know, what I did was cut it at 4 by 5 1/4, and then I cut out the center because I don't need this. It's going to be covered up with this piece of paper right here. So that's it. So I went, with everything I do, I usually go down 1/4 of an inch. So this one here is 3 3/4 by 5. So let's adhere it. Isn't that the prettiest paper? And I realized after I did, after I did it, that actually with that hole in the back there, it will show through. I'll show you in a second here. Okay, so I'm going to mount it on my gold, and let's get that lined up so I can see where I'm at. I have learned that if I get on top of it like so, there you go, just like that. And see, it just peeks through, so that's kind of fun. Now, to adhere it to the card, you want to make sure that you're getting your adhesive on this portion only, not the top. And the other thing I want you to do, because is you want to make sure that your card opens this way. This morning when I was making one, I put it on like that. Didn't work, so luckily I had time to tear it off. So now let's line it back up. There you go. So far it's going to pop up like so. See, like that? Okay, so I'm going to set that aside. We're going to pull out our full Sunrise Sailing. I was going to call it Full Sail, which is a brewery here in Oregon. So I have already mounted all my pieces on my blocks like so. And we're going to use the sailboat, then the color in of the sailboat, the water, the sailboat sail colors, and then you're destined for great things. It's graduation time. My other one was happy retirement, because those are the things that are going on right now. So, and let me show you what we've got. I've got my dies in here. I always put them on a magnetic sheet. I've already die cut everything for you, but I want to show you this. They do give you 2 dies that you can cut out your own waves in water, but I just felt like stamping this morning, and Misty Moonlight is one of my favorites. Ooh, should I show you this? It comes with the bundle, or actually you can buy it individually. Comes with this great embossing folder where your boat is popped up, the clouds, the waves here. The other thing is that, let me see if I can get that out here. Oh yeah, I do have it here. Let me show you this. So I have the folder, here it is, and this is always the top when you see the Stampin' Up! Emblem there. So you open it up. So you can, this is one of those great embossing folders that you can, oops, it goes this way. Put the sailboat in. Let me pop it this way. Put your, oh I got that, bye. It goes in like so, put the paper in, and you can cut out the sailboat at the same time. That's for another video. Okay, so let me put that aside. Now let's decorate the front of our card. I've got my Misty Moonlight right here. So let's stamp the sailboat. Okay, now see there's the, I got it messy. I don't have to worry about it because I am going to be die cutting it out. But you can always wipe that off if you want with your chamois. So again, like I always say, I stamp to my scrap paper first before going directly to my card. Isn't that gorgeous? Let me put that down. I do have my chamois over here, which I'm going to clean that off immediately. Yes, my brand new chamois is going to be all inked up, but that's okay. That's what it's there for. Okay, now let's put in the stripes. Yep, that card is not. The stripes of the sail, and they just go like that. Isn't that gorgeous? Love that. Okay, so we're going to get it lined up here, and because you know we've got these clear blocks, you can see right through to where you're stamping, and there you go. Okay, now where's my little, there's a piece for this, and it's here somewhere. Oh, right here. And it just lines up like so. See that? You can color your boat without even, but again, you can use your markers as well if you want. So there you go. Just tap that off, put it over here on that. So that's my sailboat. Isn't it gorgeous? Now I've already die cut it out for you. The other thing I did was, here, let me show you the card again, is I wanted to cut out my own waves and just tear them up and everything like that. So let's see, where's my little scrap piece? Oh, here it is. Now I have a little container here where I keep all my scraps. That way they're handy with me. I have them everywhere and I don't have to go dig them out. And so now I would stamp like that. Boom, very cute. And then put that over on the block. And then I would proceed to tear. Whoops, I was a little aggressive there, and basically I'm going to tear. And then I'm going to drag it through. It's much easier when you're not videotaping because then you do it exactly like you want. Okay, so I've got some choppy waves there. Then I'm going to drag them across. Whoops, not like that, but that's not bad. Across the tear, because then it gives you that wave thing. What else do I need to stamp? I'll stamp the sentiment since I've got the ink open. Where's my sailboat here? I'm going to use this punch that we've got. So let's go ahead and get that open. And only when you're on video. Boom, there's my sentiment. Set that aside. I've got it right here. And this one is "You're destined for great things." So let's see how it looks. Looks great. And we line it up like so. Boom. So that worked out perfect. Okay, let's get this, clean our table here a second. So what do I have? Okay, time to assemble. So here's our card. What I want to do, oh, I didn't tear these ahead of time. Well, let's see if I can do that. See if I can do it without messing up like I did the first section. Note to self, tear before you tape. There we go. Ta-da-da. And a wonderful thing about, you know, our, yeah, let's not even go there. There. Now, doesn't that look nice and choppy? I'm going to tear this end off kind of like so, and then this side too. And I will drag it along. You know how to open these? You flip it up and slide. So then I'm going to just drag it like so. I might be off screen there, but there you go. So I've got it drug across there. Now let's adhere it. This is so much easier to do when you're not taping. Okay, so just put it down like so. Boom. Here's my sailboat buried under everything. Got my sailboat there. I've already stamped it and die cut it out. Boy, can you? And there we go. So now I'm going to stick it under the rocky seas right there. Boom. Like that. I'm going to kind of whoosh. And now we've got these cute little clouds, which I'm going to stamp before I glue, before I glue it down. Ahoy! Just kind of fun. Set that aside. Now with this card, a lot of times, you want to weigh it down so it lays flat to go into the envelope and such. See, there you go. That's it there. And now I want to get the embellishments. These are flower accents, but they're bright gold, and I thought they would look perfect with this, the gold layering. Now I'm going to take a little tiny, I don't know if you can see this, a little tiny accent and just put it right there on the top of the sail. Oh, you know what? This one I forgot to stamp that. So I'll have to grab a marker and do it. Hey, you know what? Let's do some Wink of Stella. Because you know what? You can never have enough glitter. Isn't that nice? Just put a little more sparkle in there. Okay, there we go. Now we have our sentiment for inside. If we wanted to, let's pull this on. We could just gently kind of drag it like so to kind of give it a frame. Now what I'm going to do, because you know our stamp pads are so luscious and inky, I tapped off a little bit there. And now let's set that aside, and this goes inside here. Boom. I'm going to embellish it. And I always like to go in odd numbers. There we go. Doot. Doot. But I'm going to put 4. You know, user error every time. Because if you look at it, there's 4 on the inside and 1 on the outside. Okay, so then it pops up like so, and your sentiment there will hold it up. Let me hold it this way so you can see how it goes up like that. See? Can you see it? Hopefully you can. Okay, there's my card for today. Let's set this aside and find my other ones. The other ones I did with ephemera. I've got a happy day, and this one just pops open with a happy birthday in the center and a balloon, just like that. See, isn't that cute? And then, oh, I thought I did another one. There is another one here somewhere. It's with the cheers set. Time to celebrate. Wow, isn't that great? I lost it on this messy desk, if you could only see. So in this one, I know it looks busy, but if you're a gardener like me, it's always messy. So I've got, this is with the storybook ephemera, and then I tore some crumb cake down here to look like the garden. Now look what I did here. See, I sliced into the wheelbarrow, kind of glued these 2 veggies together, And then you can just tuck your veggies in the wheelbarrow. This one will be tough to go in an envelope, and then I dotted that up. Hope you're feeling better. Oh, that got crooked, but that's okay, I'll fix it. Now, you can see I just tore a patch of dirt with the crumb cake there. Now, let's see if I can find my Cheers one, because it's really adorable. It's from the Let's Celebrate. Well, oh, found it. It was hidden under a piece of white paper. Here it is. So I cut the drinks out, stamped a Cheers in Timid Tiger, and then this one pops up like that. To someone worth celebrating every single day. And then see, it pops up and looks like that. Isn't that adorable? Well, that's our Funfold Friday for this week. I love it. Please keep coming. If you love it, keep coming back and give me a thumbs up. And thank you for giving me your time, because it's always fun to share this with others. Follow me, because I'll be back next Friday. If you want to see on a day-to-day basis what I'm creating, you can follow me on Facebook. It's Creating with Kimberly. And have a great weekend. Bye.